Stellantis has recently made a significant change to the market by implementing a 35% price reduction. This is not merely a sale, it is a transformation that has the potential to save you thousands of dollars. Vehicles such as the Grand Cherokee and Ram 1500 are now priced at a level that is accessible to the general public. This decision has caused a ripple effect among buyers, competitors, and dealerships. However, the question remains, can Stellantis maintain reliability while reducing costs, and will this create a ripple effect that compels other automakers to follow suit? Imagine entering a dealership and seeing a truck priced at $100,000. This is not a luxury car, so it is no surprise that buyers have been hesitant to purchase it for years. Stellantis encountered difficulties with its pricing strategy, which resulted in the alienation of loyal customers and the direct conversion of potential buyers to competitors. Models such as the Ram 1500 Tungsten and Jeep Grand Wagoneer were priced at levels that were comparable to those of luxury brands such as BMW and Mercedes. Crossover SUVs, which were once thought of as affordable, now cost far more than typical families or small business owners could afford, leaving consumers on a tight budget with fewer choices. The dealership suffered greatly as a result of these exorbitant prices. Lots of unsold inventory forced dealers to use aggressive markdowns and promotions, but even with these markdowns, loyal customers still felt like they were being priced out, while potential new buyers looked elsewhere for better deals. However, the crisis wasn't just about individual customers. Stellantis faced an existential threat, as dwindling sales and crowded lots of unsold inventory were destroying the company's once strong reputation and eroding profits. At that point, Stellantis decided to change the rules in a move that no one had anticipated. Let's examine Stellantis' daring new pricing strategy to see what exactly they are doing to address this. In an unprecedented move, Stellantis revealed a plan to reduce MSRPs by up to 35% across its entire lineup, which would have a $100,000 impact. This isn't just a price drop, it's a market reset. The Ram 1500 Tungsten will now retail for $65,000, revolutionizing the truck market. Jeep Grand Cherokees, which were frequently criticized for approaching luxury brand prices too closely, will now compete with Toyota and Honda's mainstream SUVs. This move isn't just about numbers, it's about survival. Stellantis is betting that by making their cars more affordable, they will be able to regain the customers they lost over the years. The company hopes to draw in families, contractors, and adventurers who thought Stellantis was out of their price range. The price reduction also sends a strong message to rivals like Ford and GM. Stellantis is stepping up its game. Reduced prices lead to more competitive financing options, reduced monthly payments, and a refreshed sense of value for customers. This isn't merely a sales strategy, it's a comprehensive battle plan for survival against rivals. However, for this strategy to succeed, Stellantis requires one crucial component to align effectively. The price cuts from their dealerships appear impressive on paper, but will the dealerships maintain this approach over the long term? Dealerships often mark up high-demand vehicles by adding fees and extras, resulting in prices that exceed the manufacturer's suggested retail price. Stellantis recognizes that if these practices persist, their significant price cuts will not benefit the intended customers. To address this issue, Stellantis has established strict pricing guidelines to ensure that dealers pass the savings directly to consumers. Furthermore, they are providing incentives to dealerships to encourage compliance. These measures aim to sustain dealer profitability while avoiding the imposition of excessive markups. If this plan is successful, Stellantis dealerships could emerge as some of the most competitive in the industry, attracting buyers seeking value without compromising on quality. Dealers, in turn, could experience increased sales volumes, which can frequently surpass the impact of slimmer profit margins on individual vehicles. Lower prices may not only assist Stellantis in recovery, but could also transform dealership dynamics throughout the industry. However, price alone isn't sufficient. How are buyers responding to this daring strategy? Let's explore the reasons for customer return for buyers. This isn't merely a price reduction, it's an opportunity to rethink Stellantis after years. Stellantis has seen its pricing deter budget-conscious buyers, families in need of reliable SUVs, contractors looking for durable trucks, and enthusiasts desiring high-performance muscle cars. With a 35% price reduction, these buyers are reconsidering their options. A fully loaded Ram 1500 for $65,000 or a Jeep Grand Cherokee at a significantly lower price presents an enticing offer. However, price is not the sole consideration, as buyers are posing challenging questions. Will Stellantis keep the same level of quality even though they're cutting prices? Will they fix long-standing problems with reliability? Will these cars last? The answers to these questions will determine whether Stellantis' strategy leads to a short-term sales boost or a lasting brand or revival. The price cuts have already made waves, bringing Stellantis back into the minds of buyers who had almost given up on them. The comeback is real, but the journey has only just begun. Let's take a closer look at how competitors are reacting to Stellantis' bold move. Stellantis' bold price cut has shocked the industry, and its rivals are feeling the heat. When Stellantis announced its first-ever 35% price cut, the effects were felt right away. The rivals like Ford and General Motors, which have been big names in the American truck and SUV markets for a long time, now have to deal with the fact that Stellantis has effectively disrupted a segment that these companies dominated. For decades, the Ford F-Series and GM's Silverado and Sierra lines have been pillars of their profitability. Now they face a formidable challenge from Stellantis. Ram trucks are suddenly offering comparable features at significantly lower prices. Imagine walking into a dealership and finding a fully loaded Ram 1500 priced at $65,000, whereas a comparable Ford F-150 Platinum or GMC Sierra Denali starts at $80,000 or more for consumers. Stellantis' aggressive pricing makes buyers question their loyalty. Ford and General Motors are already feeling the pressure. Both companies face their own pricing challenges, particularly in the truck segment, where fully optioned models frequently stretch into six-figure territory. Ford, for example, faced backlash for its electric FS series pricing, which many felt was inaccessible to the average buyer. Now Stellantis' move exposes just how inflated competitor prices have become. Competitors are left with two tough choices: hold the line on pricing and risk losing customers, or cut prices and risk financial strain. Is a strategic quandary that has the potential to reshape the automotive market's power dynamic. Now it's time to dive into the insights behind Stellantis' shift from becoming a profitable competitor. However, the pressure is not only being exerted on competitors, it is also causing the entire truck market to be shaken up. Let's investigate how Stellantis' move is reshaping this fiercely competitive segment and how it is shaping the truck market. Stellantis has just turned the script on the market for trucks, and buyers are taking notice. The American truck market is not just a segment, it has been a battleground for all these years. The F-Series from Ford is the most popular pickup truck in the United States, with the Silverado and Sierra lines from General Motors coming in a close second and third, respectively. Despite the fact that Ram trucks frequently occupied a respectable third place, they were rarely considered to be a direct threat to the top two drivers. However, now that Dynamic is planning to change the price of trucks by 35%, trucks are more than just vehicles. They are cultural icons. Stellantis is betting that its new pricing strategy will be successful in breaking the loyalty of buyers in this segment, who are fiercely loyal to their brands and frequently remain loyal to them for decades. However, the pressure is not only being exerted on competitors, it is also causing the entire truck market to be shaken up. Let's investigate how Stellantis' move is reshaping this fiercely competitive segment and how it is shaping the truck market. Stellantis has just turned the script on the market for trucks, and buyers are taking notice. The American truck market is not just a segment, it has been a battleground for all these years. The F-Series from Ford is the most popular pickup truck in the United States, with the Silverado and Sierra lines from General Motors coming in a close second and third, respectively. Despite the fact that Ram trucks frequently occupied a respectable third place, they were rarely considered to be a direct threat to the top two drivers. However, now that Dynamic is planning to change the price of trucks by 35%, trucks are more than just vehicles. They are cultural icons. Stellantis is betting that its new pricing strategy will be successful in breaking the loyalty of buyers in this segment, who are fiercely loyal to their brands and frequently remain loyal to them for decades. Stellantis is betting that it will be able to break this loyalty by offering Ram trucks at significantly lower prices without compromising on features. Stellantis has the potential to attract a new wave of buyers who prioritize value and performance. Fleet sales contractors, small business owners, and government agencies represent a significant portion of the truck buying market. For these buyers, cost is often the most critical factor. A 35% reduction in MSRPs makes Ram trucks an appealing option for fleet managers looking to maximize value without sacrificing capability. Stellantis' plans to reintroduce VATE options could further solidify its appeal, as competitors are increasingly shifting towards smaller turbocharged engines and hybrid powertrains. Stellantis is doubling down on what many truck buyers still want: powerful, naturally aspirated engines. This move could win over buyers who feel alienated by the industry's shift away from traditional powertrains. Stellantis is not just competing, it is setting a new standard in the truck market. But the impact extends beyond trucks. Stellantis's actions have significant ramifications for the entire automotive market and broader market implications. Stellantis's 35% price reduction transcends a mere truck narrative. It serves as a wake-up call for the entire automotive market. The repercussions of Stellantis's pricing strategy extend significantly beyond the truck segment into the SUV market. Brands such as Jeep and Dodge are prepared to confront rivals from Toyota. Honda and Hyundai. Jeep has specifically encountered criticism for pricing models such as the Grand Cherokee and Wagoneer at levels comparable to luxury vehicles. Brands E and C subsidiary decrease in MSRPs could enhance the competitiveness of Jeep models, particularly in segments where affordability is paramount. This effect may also influence the emerging electric vehicle market. While Stellantis has trailed behind rivals such as Tesla in EV adoption, its pricing strategy could render electric Jeeps, Rams, and Dodges more attractive to mainstream consumers. Affordability continues to be a significant obstacle to widespread EV adoption, and Stellantis's approach could establish a new benchmark for harmonizing cost and innovation. This strategy contests entrenched industry norms regarding pricing. For years, automakers have depended on elevated MSRPs and optional add-ons to enhance profitability. Stellantis is prompting the industry to reassess these practices, which may result in a wider transition towards more transparent and competitive pricing. Stellantis' price reduction is not merely a daring strategy, it represents a potential disruption that may transform the industry. However, such bold strategies are accompanied by inherent risks. Let us explore the challenges that Stellantis encounters with this strategy, including the associated risks and obstacles. Stellantis's decision to implement a 35% price reduction is a bold move. However, the sustainability of this strategy remains in question. Reducing MSRPs by such a substantial margin presents considerable challenges and risks. The primary concern is the pressure on profit margins. Automakers depend significantly on elevated trim levels and additional features to enhance profitability. Lowering base prices may pose challenges for Stellantis in sustaining financial stability, particularly if competitors react with their own pricing adjustments. Dealerships that undergo cuts may encounter various challenges. Reduced MSRPs may lead to decreased commissions for sales personnel, potentially resulting in friction within the Stellantis dealer network. Ensuring that dealerships stay motivated to sell Stellantis vehicles will necessitate careful coordination, likely through incentives and support programs that mitigate the effects of reduced prices. Another significant risk is the potential for a price war. If Ford and GM respond by reducing their own prices, it could result in a race to the bottom, leaving all three companies struggling to maintain profitability. While this scenario may benefit consumers in the short term, it could have long-term consequences for the stability of the American automotive industry. Finally, Stellantis must address lingering concerns about quality and reliability. Customers who are attracted to dealerships by appealing pricing will not remain loyal if the vehicles they purchase do not meet their expectations for durability and performance. Meeting these expectations is crucial for converting first-time buyers into repeat customers. And despite the risks, the potential rewards are substantial. Stellantis is redefining its position in the market, and the industry is becoming aware of this. However, Stellantis' vision does not conclude with price cuts. It also addresses quality concerns. Stellantis' reputation for inconsistent quality has been a significant challenge for the company, as it has been subjected to criticism for reliability issues that have frustrated customers and eroded brand loyalty. While low prices are appealing, they are contingent upon the quality of the vehicles. Buyers attracted by the new pricing strategy will not remain loyal if the vehicles they acquire do not meet their expectations. A prominent illustration of this challenge is exemplified by Stellantis's widely promoted Hurricane engine, which, despite providing remarkable power and fuel efficiency, may not satisfy consumer demands. The adjacent components, frequently composed of plastic, convey an alternative narrative. Water pumps, thermostat housings, and intake manifolds have exhibited susceptibility to premature degradation, resulting in expensive repairs and dissatisfied customers. To mitigate these issues, Stellantis must reevaluate its material selections. Transitioning from inexpensive plastic components to more resilient materials such as metal could substantially improve reliability. This shift would not only decrease warranty claims, but also restore confidence among doubtful consumers. Stellantis could also draw inspiration from the aftermarket, as many Stellantis owners have already sought stronger, longer laboring parts from aftermarket suppliers. By integrating these materials into their manufacturing process, Stellantis could exemplify a commitment to durability that resonates with customers. Envision acquiring a Ram 1500 or Jeep Grand Cherokee that is not only more economical, but also surpasses its rivals in reliability. This is how customer loyalty is secured. However, quality is not the sole focus for Stellantis. Let us discuss the significance of nostalgia and performance. The resurgence of the V8 engine in an era increasingly favoring smaller engines, Stellantis is reintroducing the rumble that has resonated for decades. The roar of a V8 engine has long been associated with American muscle and robust capability. However, as the industry transitioned towards smaller, more efficient engines, Stellantis's lineup began to lose some of its distinctive character. Many traditional buyers felt alienated, yearning for the raw power and visceral experience that V8 engines deliver. Now Stellantis is reintroducing V8 engines to the forefront. Tim Kinisis, a key leader within the company, has been diligently working behind the scenes to reintroduce these iconic powertrains. This is not solely about nostalgia. It is about delivering what customers desire, performance and personality, and perhaps most importantly, delivering the life-changing potential of extreme appliances that V8 engines provide. The reintroduction of V8 engines could significantly impact Stellantis. Brands envision entering a Ram dealership and discovering a truck featuring a robust V8 engine, offered at a price lower than that of a competitor's six-cylinder model, enhancing its attractiveness. Stellantis is reportedly exploring the possibility of reviving the Dodge Cuda, an iconic name that holds considerable significance in automotive history, known for its blend of affordability and high-powered options. Stellantis is strategically aligning itself to attract both dedicated enthusiasts and fresh buyers in search of something daring and exhilarating. The resurgence of V8 engines indicates that Stellantis is not merely following trends. It is reaffirming its commitment to what distinguishes its vehicles. Revival extends beyond engines. Each brand has its own role to fulfill with tailored strategies. Each brand, Jeep, Dodge, and Chrysler under Stellantis, is preparing for a revival. The 35% price cut is not just a financial strategy. It serves as a catalyst to reinvigorate its diverse portfolio of brands. Each of Stellantis brands, Ram, Jeep, Dodge, and Chrysler, possesses a distinct identity, and the company is utilizing these identities to enhance the effectiveness of its pricing overhaul. Ram is recognized for its luxurious interiors, robust performance, and stylish designs. Ram has consistently been a formidable contender in the truck market. Featuring lower prices and the comeback of V8 engines, Ram is ready to take on Ford's F-Series and GM's Silverado directly. This approach goes beyond mere competition. It aims to grow market share by appealing to both loyal customers and new buyers. Jeep's tough reputation has always been its best feature, but in recent years, high prices have pushed it toward the high-end market, turning off buyers on a budget. A 35% price drop could make models like the Grand Cherokee and Wrangler more affordable for more people. More families, adventurers, and people who have never owned a Jeep before can now experience the brand's off-road prowess. Dodge has always been successful at making fast, exciting cars with bold designs. What could happen? Bringing back the Cuda and continuing the muscle car tradition could get people excited about the brand again. Making these cars affordable is a smart way to get younger people to buy them and create a new generation of Dodge fans. Chrysler is often seen as the struggling sibling in the Stellantis lineup. With lower prices, Chrysler has a chance to rebrand itself. Chrysler could focus on making sedans and minivans that are full of useful features and appeal to families and practical buyers. This could help the company find a new niche and become relevant again in a crowded market by playing to the strengths of each brand. Stellantis is working on a strategy that feels both stable and flexible, but it won't work unless trust is restored. Let's talk about how Stellantis plans to get customers and dealers to trust them again. People trust Stellantis as a dealer and customer. The key to making this bold plan work in the long term is to rebuild trust. Customers and dealerships are what keep an automotive brand alive. For Stellantis, it's important that both groups support its vision. Dealers play a key role in implementing price cuts and giving customers the promised value. To win over dealers, Stellantis is focusing on collaboration and openness by putting in place clear pricing guidelines and offering incentives. The company wants to make sure that dealership practices are in line with its overall strategy. This not only makes sure that dealers are following the rules, but it also makes them feel supported instead of limited for customers. Stellantis needs to do more than just offer competitive prices. Buyers need to be sure that their vehicles will meet quality, reliability, and performance standards. For example, they should offer extended warranties, clear communication about how to improve quality, and quick help after the sale can make a big difference. Also, consistency is very important. One great model won't be enough to change people's minds. Stellantis needs to make sure that every car in its lineup lives up to the company's excellence promise. Whether it's a small Jeep or a fully loaded Ram truck, customers need to be able to trust that Stellantis vehicles will meet high standards. It's possible for Stellantis to not only recover, but also thrive if it can rebuild trust with both dealers and customers. But what does this mean for Stellantis' future in the industry? Stellantis isn't just lowering prices, it's also setting a new standard for the industry. The auto market has long been based on a high-margin, high-cost model, where the most expensive cars have high luxury prices. Stellantis' 35% price cut goes against this norm and signals a move toward more affordable products without sacrificing quality or new ideas. This action compels competitors to reevaluate their strategies. Ford and General Motors, historically dominant in the American truck and SUV markets, now face a decision: lower prices, risking profit margins, or maintain premium pricing, potentially losing customers. If Stellantis succeeds, it may initiate an industry-wide reassessment of vehicle pricing and marketing strategies, potentially benefiting consumers and reshaping buyer expectations regarding value. However, Stellantis is not solely focused on cost. By upholding robust features, high performance, and innovative design, the company positions itself as a disruptor, contesting the notion that affordability necessitates compromise. This new benchmark may impact not only trucks and SUVs, but also sedans, crossovers, and electric vehicles, thereby altering consumer expectations regarding value. Stellantis' approach could set a new standard for balancing affordability with cutting-edge technology, which would encourage more people to switch to electric vehicles by keeping the performance and off-road capabilities of electric vehicles at competitive prices. Stellantis could carve out a unique position in the EV market. For example, an electric Jeep Wrangler, priced to compete with traditional gas-powered SUVs, could attract buyers who value both adventure and sustainability. If Stellantis succeeds, it could pave the way for a new era of affordable electrification. But how does Stellantis plan to sustain these bold moves in the long run? Long-term sustainability. While slashing prices is bold, Stellantis must strike a delicate balance between profitability and price reductions. The company must streamline operations, reduce waste, and invest in lean manufacturing to ensure that cost savings do not come at the expense of quality. This includes renegotiating supplier contracts and optimizing production lines to improve efficiency. Global expansion is another important strategy. Stellantis' diverse portfolio of brands enables it to cater to different markets. Affordable, fuel-efficient models can be tailored for Europe, whereas rugged, high-performance vehicles target the American market. Emerging markets also provide opportunities for Stellantis to expand its presence and drive sales. Finally, Stellantis must remain forward-thinking as the industry evolves. Technologies such as autonomous driving and AI integration will shape consumer expectations. Stellantis must stay ahead of these trends while remaining true to its commitment to affordability and performance. If Stellantis can execute this vision, it could become a leader in the automotive industry's next chapter. But what does this bold strategy mean for you, the consumer? What this means for you, Stellantis, is price cut is more than a financial strategy. It's a game changer for buyers. For consumers, Stellantis' 35% price reduction means vehicles that once seemed out of reach are now within grasp. Families needing reliable SUVs, contractors seeking durable trucks, and enthusiasts craving powerful performance cars can all find options that meet their needs without breaking the bank. This strategy empowers buyers to explore brands they may have overlooked due to pricing concerns.